So, good evening again, everyone. Tonight, we're going to finish the 4.0 Stormblood quest by making our way toward the dungeon of Ala Mhigo, as well as the Royal Menagerie trial. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to finish everything, but I'm pretty sure we will. So, without further ado, let's be on our way. So, who were we looking after? I had a bunch of quests going, so I'm not really sure where I'm going right now. I think it was somewhere around there. There we go. That's the place. Fairly far, I actually noticed that I had forgotten to attune to the Aetheryte here at Porta Praetoria. So, taking care of that actually made things a lot easier. So far, I've managed to get flying into nearly all of the zones with the exception of the locks here. I'm actually surprised that we are so close to finishing, given the fact that we just got into the zone, but apparently there's only a quest or two left before we actually get to the dungeon proper, and which will lead, most likely, to our final showdown with Xenos. So this should be fairly interesting. Okay, seriously, this is annoying. Let's take care of that. Basically what I'm doing right here is removing the other quest from my map so that I can follow the main quest properly. That's more like it. Alright. There we are, that will lead us into the residential quarter, where we'll most likely be able to rescue Kryle. Should go pretty smoothly. I expect an instance battle before we get into the instances proper. You would be surprised what skills an urchin can pick up in a city of pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats for one. And there we go. This looks like as good a place as any. Ere you dive into the briny deep. Ah, there he is. Been a while since we haven't seen him. Urianger, what are you doing here? Master Alphino informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mistress Alize unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a therefore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believe to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural prescience. 'Twas in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labor that I came. Oh, wait, isn't that Moonbreeda's? Her etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. It was Moonbreeda's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, and return. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me. Alright. Seems we've lost somebody who was watching, but these things happen. Okay, I was supposed to go through by the water, of course. Makes sense. And you know, for a place called the Locks, I'm not seeing so much water, mostly salt, really. Here we go, let's do this. Going on the chocobo would go a little faster. It would actually be an as good time as any to use my mentor ray, I suppose. Well, let's see. Quite a bit of ruins around here. That's surprising. So how the heck do I get over there? There's a tunnel of some sort. Oh my! This goes pretty far, doesn't it? Wow. I'll say. I think that's our ticket. Or not. Somehow that doesn't seem right. It's possible that it was the other part of the locks. I'm seeing some water over here, so that might have been what they expected us to do. Oh my, what the heck is that? So bad. I'll say. That's impressive. I feel like I've seen that too before. Maybe a triple triad card. I don't get it. What do they say? There's supposedly a tunnel somewhere. Is there anything they told me? This looks like the place, but I'm not seeing her. Aha! So that's the point of those things, it's to point out the tunnels. There we go. Hey there, dearie. The tunnel leads east. Tancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. was even a right close by. In some way, I think I should have spent another half hour last stream to actually get ready for these, or at least find that right. That would have been useful. This supposedly leads to a well. Because it was filled with seawater, that's how we figured that there was a tunnel. I'll say. Place is huge. That tunnel was much longer than anticipated. I would rather not make the trip again, if it's all the same to you. Woo, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. Felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up those stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here. Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be in our best interest to avoid guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility where trials being held as loudly as we like. Since we've been here before, will you lead the way? Since you've been here before. Of course, but I will move quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then. Let's get to it. All set, Arn? Yep. As I figured, instant battle. Follow my lead. Stay close and quiet. Not sure I can do that, especially with these around. Wait, patrol. Let them pass. Tumble of Savage, you sick bastard. All clear, with me. Sentry, get to cover. I will deal with him. So basically follow Lise. All's well. Guess Ramabania's fallen. There's nothing to stop them from getting into the city. Hehe. And none were the wiser. Let us press on. Second weapon of his looks pretty huge. Imperial soldiers, dead ahead. Here we are. Ah, one more sentry. Give me a moment. Ha. Right in the face, too. Pleasant dreams. Alright, look for lever or winch. We will guard the rear. Hell's open. Heavens weep. Alphino, can you hear me? Now what the heck? Oh, our friends are ready and eager to engage the Imperials. Then let us leave them to it and head for this facility. Off they go. Remember the reach, remember the towers. Attack! Insurgents, here! Sounds the alarm! We don't have time for this. Put them down. Holy spam! Ha! More of these, huh? And I'm the lucky ones who will have to deal with that Magitech armor. Wonderful. That's the old model of Magitech armor. Although if you're here, you're probably knowing about that. Yeah. More of those. And with a new model to boot. Sweet. The Resonatorium is just ahead. I usually don't get the opportunity to actually say what the NPCs are saying. Usually goes by too fast. They know we're coming. Make ready, my friends. Of course. Creepy. I reckoned you lot would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Use the Etheric Siphon to weaken Fordola and defeat her in battle. Off you go, then. Alright, how do I use that?
I can read your every move!
Ah, there it is. Aha! It's working! Strike now while she's weak! She hits pretty hard. Now that I think about it, her stance is actually fairly similar to Dark Knight's. Except she's using a shorter sword.
Out of my way!
Nice try, dearie. You'll pay for that. Keep at it, we almost have her. Plan B. I remember those. Not sure what they do, though. Ah.
I'll cut you to pieces!
You can do whatever you want, won't make any difference.
How could I lose?
Enemy sighted! Engage with the commander! With me! Oh, we're gonna have friends. Cool. I'm not really seeing how this is. Like this should be fine. Oh, that's dangerous, alright. Yet Lise is still here. What the heck? He's freaking slow. The other guys have already left. Oh, she's helping, is she? Oh, good. So they're gonna make us basically go through the motion of taking her down completely, huh? Well, alrighty then. Oh, lovely. Sometimes I regret not leveling as a DPS. That's about as good as I'm gonna get.
Let's finish this! If only you knew the power!
Actually I do. If this is what I think it is. Lise is going into limit break. Or what? Not here, not now, not to you. Damn, that must hurt.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Ala Mhigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Now, my friend!
So the big question, is she dead? Probably dead. And somehow I know just how to operate Magitech.
Croyle!
Doesn't look dead to me. Aww.
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt! He said you'd come. And here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Still think Tancred looks weird. This Heaven's Word outfit really doesn't do him justice. Oh well. Saved once more by Urianger's ingenuity, I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of the device's precise function. They use medicine to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I am still recovering from their effects, but I will be fine. I will. What a relief to have finally found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle, I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Tancred, Lys, Urianger, and of course you. But yes, there is still much and more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Hordola's ominous words, for one. Huh, Scion Rogue Bandana. Something from Tancred, apparently. Anywho. Alphino is a man with one less worry on his mind. Lys has gone to deliver Hordola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Nago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced the air assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I will remain here. My search for Kryl took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with their defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arenvalv and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetheryte, as I recall. With me, Harn. Giving us the Aetheryte for free, that's nice. Brave though they may be, those freedom fighters will need every advantage if they are to defeat their oppressors. I will do what I can to tip the odds in their favor. Alrighty then, you're the boss. Overall, doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on. Still seems fairly intricate. I have no idea where I'm going. As it should be. Oh, even got a Falcon Porter. Not that useful, but could be. Alrighty. Jumoldva. It is far too early to celebrate. Xenos is not finished with us yet. Apparently that lady here is actually related to some people in Alagiri. She's apparently the famous Hunt of Two Sisters over there. Kryl is safe and the Ala Mhigo quarters secure. We could not have hoped for a better outcome. I didn't know what had become of Arenvalv and the others after I was taken. Such a relief to see them hale and healthy. The Aetheryte is perhaps the most strategically important landmark here, as it can serve as a gateway for attuned troops with sufficient anima. Such tactics are not without their risk, however. Were the Imperials to discover that the Aetheryte was being used in such fashion, they might turn their artillery upon us, destroying the beacon and the better part of the district, at the cost of countless civilian lives. Gods, Kryl, it is good to see you. I fear the worst. It wasn't your fault. You saved me. All of you. Thank you. We will be departing shortly for Porta Praetoria to rejoin the main host. Arenvalv, I would have your unit remain here with Tancred, that you might support the resistance troops in the coming battle. Understood, we won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Right, no double sacrifices, got it. Arn, Kryle, let us be out then. I'm actually wondering now, how old are Alphino and Alize? I think the 12 she's alright. I don't know what I would have done. Well, back to Porta Praetoria then. No, that's not it. That's where I am. That's more like it. There we go. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to do any quests here. Not that it matters, really. Hey, you. We're done securing the residential district. Ala Mhigo is nearly ours. The matron smiles upon us this day. With the safe return of you and your captured comrades, such tidings are sure to raise the men's spirit.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Cid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lys. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Kryle, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
She sounds more than a little shaken. Not that I expect any different.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alize after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alize's soul.
Wait. Have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Ala Mhigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
Victory is as good as ours.
Exactly. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in Xenos' boots. Not with the likes of us coming to get him. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance forces are waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
That is done. As I said, there is but one path forward. We take Ala Mhigo, and with it Xenos' head. I pretty proceed with the utmost caution, Harn. If there is truth in Fordola's words, and the Viceroy is indeed possessed of a power echoing that of the Icons, then still greater strength shall be required to bring about his defeat. If I may, General, is there aught Arden I can do to assist with final preparations? I'm glad you asked. Pippin informed me moments ago that all forces are in position, and that we are ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you've no objections, I should be glad to have you do the honors, Lieutenant. You are instrumental to the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragonsong War. You are a hero to the people, and a symbol of hope. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or worse, a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. I guess so. General makes a good point. The Warrior of Lightsworth may be measured not only by what she does, but by what she inspires others to do. If you say so. So. Oh, it's actually pretty close. I can talk to Imeric. Huh. There's Lucia. Xenos has never cared a whit for politics. He lives for war, and war alone. Kill him, or he will kill you. Heh. That you should be the one to bring me the world. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You, who stood with us in our direst hour, will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Though Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some small way to redressing the balance. And we get to talk with the big cheese of the Alliance. How about that? There's Connie from my original city-state. keeper of the entwined serpents. The elder seeds here saw fit to grant me mercy at Cartano. Perhaps if the opportunity allows, we may offer the same to my fallen comrades. But if not, then so be it. All is ready? Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for their sacrifice? There is a time for peace, and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers, and the elemental's blessings, go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. Ever so formal. Storm Marshal Slafirson. It is rare these days that I am granted to take to the field. Mayhap I should have brought my mask. Of course. It's time then. Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. It is not like to be bested by a gate. I am ever a partisan of the use of overwhelming power. Well, as opposed to mass destruction weapons, maybe. It is done, then. Thank you, Lieutenant, for removing an old bull. Who's that? Maelstrom, Adder, and his Guardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces in the Ala Mhigo quarter are ready and await our signal. Not left to do but the deed itself. Well, off we go then. Raban has a personal favor to ask of you. Right then, I must go to my men. I shall be leading the first charge through the breach. Then we shall head to the front. Pippin has command of our artillery outside the gate. He'll not be hard to find. Ah, but before you go, I have a favorable favor to ask. Give this to my son. He will understand. Oh, whatever did he give us? I have a feeling I know, but I'm not sure. Okay. None of them are particularly close, so taking the straight way might be the best. I'll say. Lots of cheering going on. Get to go through the front door. Awesome. I wonder though, some of the quests in this zone, are they assuming that we've actually already won? Or that we are dealing with Imperial stragglers following our victory? Odd. Of course there's the possibility that we might not win, but I doubt it. The heck is that? Soldruva. Huh. Sounds like a mix with an ice sprite and some sort of... Gee, I don't know. Maybe an earth elemental. Salt elementals. Well, I'll be damned. The fact that they are allowed to stand on the main bridge leading to the capital is a little worrisome. And right next to the commander, too. It would seem our position here is secure. How about that thing? Lieutenant, Alphino. What is that you've got there? Raban's package. Oh my god. A little big for a Lala. By the 12, this is Tizona. The bull of Ala Mhigo's legendary sword, forged from two cursed blades. This sword is a symbol of everything my father fought to achieve. A weapon claimed on the blood sands, and with it fortune and glory. Its flames consumed the unworthy. and by fire was he reborn. That he should bequeath it to me now, to carry on his legacy, well, I shall endeavor to deserve it, but I'll be damned if this is his final battle. Once we begin, there will be no respite until it's over. Are you ready, my friends? Very well, brace yourselves, this should be quite a spectacle. Vice Marshal! Imperial unit approaching from the north. Aiming to destroy our artillery, are they? How many? Total numbers unconfirmed, at least one squadron, but sir, they're wolfmen. Ferry Domitae. Bloody hells, that's all we need. Call up the Bloodsworn. Tell them to make ready. Marshal Tarupin, wait. These wolfmen of whom you speak hail from Doma. They were coerced into fighting for the Empire, spirited away to a foreign land, and told that if they disobeyed, the lives of their kin would be forfeit. But their homeland has been liberated. They have no reason to continue serving their imperial masters. Ere you engage them in battle, I beseech you, grant us the moment to go and attempt to convince them to lay down their arms. I am loath to give our enemy more time to prepare, but if there is a chance that this conflict might be avoided, I suppose we must take it. Go then, and be quick. We will, Vice Marshal. With me, Hard. Nothing's ever easy, is it? I was thinking we might have time to do both of those instances, which we will likely will. But the aftermath, I'm not so sure, unless we go overtime. Which remains a possibility. The heck is that? It's a smaller, what was the name? I forget. Olrone, that's right. Doesn't seem like there's a way through here. Unless we move up. I can't help but notice the lack of guards. I'll say. Magitech lamppost looks like. Oh, another instance battle, is it? We will wait here for the Lupin to arrive. Steel yourself, my friend. Though I hope to resolve this without resorting to violence, it would seem wise to prepare for the worst. They come, Hard. I'll say they look fancy. You, clear the road. Para Domitae to Centurion. Honorable warriors of Doma, my name is Alfino Leveilleur, and I come before you with news of great import. Silence, boy. You stand upon a battlefield. Be gone, or be cut down. Doma is free. Lord Heian has returned and driven Yatsuyu and the Imperials from your lands. We were there. We helped him. There is no need for you to fight for Xenos. Lord Heian is dead, and you are a liar. What could a boy such as you do against Magitech? Throw stones and spit curses? Invoke my lord's name again at your peril. We will suffer no falsehoods. I speak only the truth. Put your weapons, I beg of you. Let us speak as friends, and not shed blood in vain. If your claim were true, we would gladly sheath our blades and embrace as brothers. But since they must surely be false, we would be traitors to accept. Our lives and those of our loved ones forfeit. Words are air. You will prove the truth of your tale on the battlefield, or die in dishonor. Alrighty then. Can't help but notice they're using Naginatas. Two of us against the battalion of wolfmen. That ought to go well. At least I'll get to use my AoE. Off we go.
of Leveilleur! Focus. Release!
Well, I'll say Elfino didn't get to do much. You're no stranger to battle, that much is plain. I am the White, I am Haruko, and I will be your opponent. Have at you! Very well, Haruko Whitefang. And Alphino is helping. Well then. On your guard, his strength far exceeds that of his brethren. Howling Icewind. Well, I'll say. Fairly standard stuff, though. I've done Gilgamesh recently, and well, I know what to do. Whitefang. Oh, that's odd. Kind of a timed cone, maybe. Ah, you have faced the Samurai of Dome before, but I may yet surprise you. Is that all you can muster, Eorzeans? Hold not back. Such ferocity! If he does not relent, we shall be forced to kill him. I'll say. Hell.
Pull yourself together!
I was lucky on this one.
So it comes to this!
What you doing, Elfino? So be it. Moonstone Carbuncle, come! Stand within the Carbuncle's wards. They will grant you strength. Yeah, but I'd rather not stand in this thing if I can help it. Seems it's not really doing anything to me. Well, perhaps that was a little much. Alphino isn't doing so well. This Moonstone Carbuncle kit thing is actually interesting and makes us wonder what improved base classes could do if they actually didn't have an actual job. But you know, jobs have their own special moves, like summoning Primal's Eggy isn't quite the same as summoning a mere Carbuncle. My MP is going down a little. Let's take care of that. I'd say that guy would have made short work of the artillery. Alphino took a heck of a beating through this. Enough! You are every bit the warriors you claim to be. I'll say. I dream of a day when people accept my words as truth without demanding that I prove them without feats of strength. But come, we must away. Well, it keeps you honest, Alphino. You fought with honor and restraint. You could have killed my men, and perhaps even me, but you did not. For this, I thank you. Warriors brave and true, I pray you tell us of the battle for Doma's liberation. We should be glad to do so. Lord Heian returned! Such joy this news bring us. But for Lord Gosetsu to perish in the keep's collapse, to be taken from us by such treachery, there is no justice. Eyes forward, Haruko. He wished for no better death. You knew him well, aye. He would not suffer us to mourn with so much undone. And so we will not. Duty comes before all. All Lupin shall know of Doma's liberation, and of your part in it. When you reach the gate, we shall turn on the Imperials as one. With fangs and claws shall we rip open the throats of our masters. This the White swears. Thank you. When our war is ended, I am certain that your lord will help us to return you all to Doma. Such a curious thing, destiny. See us meet with friends of Lord Heian in this distant corner of the world. But we shall not keep you. Your day is not yet done. Yep, it's gonna be a long one. Come, let us not keep our comrades waiting. We have a nation to liberate. It started then. My thaumaturge, including one of the trainers. At least Stéphane Vien isn't here.
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfmen successful?
The one they called the White was receptive to our words once we told him of Doma's liberation. They withdrew behind the walls to inform their brethren. If the gods are good, no blood shall be shed between our peoples this day.
Hear, hear! Now, I think it's time we did something about those gates. Thaumaturges, forward! Give me hellfire! Give me Ifrit's bloody inferno!
I'll say.
Now give me a Curfin winter! Enough ice and snow to bury a behemoth! All cannons! Fire at will! Let no man say we neglected to knock!
What the heck?
Damn that armor! We nearly had it!
Ha!
Is that...
Bear witness, my Eorzean brothers and sisters! Doma is come to pay her debts!
Lord Heian!
We will deal with the flying machines! Forward, my friends! For freedom and justice!
Amusing, I saw Yugiri behind him. Ah, there she is.
Resume firing!
Well, I'd say we've got our messages across.
We're through. The way is clear.
Off we go then. Vice Marshal's strategy for breaching the gates was most ingenious. Pity he did not account for the Magitech armor, but to be fair, they did not account for the Domans either. By the fury, did that man just bring down flying armor with a single stroke in mid-air? You do not think he would actually wait until the last? No, of course not. He's no Vidofnir. If you find Xenos, you kill him. No hesitation. Others may be taken prisoner, but not him. Not under any circumstances. Impeccable timing. Those Domans. Come in, comrades. The enemy gates is down. Forward! At long last, the end is in sight. Stormblood. Battle for Ala Mhigo is at hand. All forces have been ordered to advance into the city proper. I trust your unit of elite adventurers is ready, Lieutenant. Excellent. Your objective is to make haste for the castle and kill Xenos Ye Galvis. Any questions? Of course not. Now, go and get the bastard. Ala Mhigo now accessible. Anything else? Lead the way, Hard. I will be right behind you. Together, we will make Xenos pay for everything he has done. I trust your unit of elite adventurers is ready, Lieutenant. Excellent. Your objective is to make haste to the castle, yeah. Same thing, basically. Let's do this. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited. I didn't care so much during the Doma storyline, but now that we've got something that actually makes sense, well, that's actually pretty interesting. So, let's have a look at what awaits us. Namely, we've got a few bosses with a few things that aren't all that difficult. Second boss will involve something of us actually getting back to our own bodies after having it split from us. And there is also the fact that our last boss is gonna be pretty difficult. He's got a number of particular abilities which will come into play. I didn't expect this to go so quick though. We've got Art of the Storm, which is centered on him, Art of the Swell, which knocks back, which means we need to stay close, and the other stuff is actually fairly basic. We can see a few returns of the mechanics that involve making a few AoEs pop up in a certain place, and then having a spot in the middle where it pops, so the place where it blew up is actually where we want to go. As for cutscenes, well, we'll look at them when we're done. Oh, item level has been sick to 310, huh? Interesting. Am I at 310? No, I am not. Well then. Right, let's get this guy off. So with us, we've got a warrior, a monk, and a bard. Not necessarily an ideal one, but not a bad one either. Although what do I know about bards in this expansion, or monks for that matter? I was a terrible monk. do this. Monk got hit. Not a big deal though. At least this thing doesn't seem to be running. One of the interesting thing I heard about Shadowbringers is that they're actually removing the TP bar. Everybody will now use MP, which is interesting, although I suppose the issue wasn't nearly as huge as it used to be, namely because of the fact that we can now use sprint without spending TP. For Centurions, they're not all that hard to take down. Now what? Oh! Well, that's nice of them. Got other people fighting. Don't know who, though. Oh, I see. A unit of serpents and whatnot. Ew. Nice try. Magna Roders, though. Awesome. What is that? Oh, it's a Bard buff. Nice. Brotherhood, physical damage increased, which makes sense with a Bard, a Warrior, and a Monk. Nice going. That's right, they actually changed that. I had to look at my Machinist, and now we don't actually use the turrets to do that. Alright, men, let's do this. More of them. Well then. So this is also the first time that I get to see Plenary Indulgence being unlocked. The thing I'm wondering right now is whether I'm gonna actually get to use it. Actually, I haven't learned to pay attention to it yet. Although I figure in further trials I may get the chance to do so. Okay, that is done. Thought we might have been attacked from the rear. Well, there we are. The Magitech Scorpion. This guy doesn't seem all that hard, really. Kind of had the dirt moment there. No matter. Okay, 2 people being followed by things. No. I'll say though, that's something straight off Final Fantasy VII, isn't it? Bard is a little far. Wait, what? Well, damn. Okay, next one. That's Conjurer, 300. That's probably better than what I've got. Oh yeah. Can I level more? I'll say. That was quick. No. Ouchie. Why is Bard getting bodied? Yeah, I figured. More of those, huh? Alright. I believe this will lead us to the boss, which means we can't be too far. Was so sure the monk was gonna get bodied there. Didn't look like it. A gauntlet of some sort, maybe. Ah. I'll say. Why are they getting targeted by their artillery? Ouchie. Wow, that is interesting. You've unleashed the hounds on us. They seem to like changing the AoE markers with new stuff. Usually they just do it on trials, but this time they're actually using it for other stuff like Garlean's artillery. These guys did pretty well given the sheer amount of stuff that was on us. I already got that one. Owie! Don't worry, dude, I've got you. So he's a rear guard, eh? Oh, somebody's nullifying damage against me. I'm the monk as well. Must be the bard. I team up with bards so rarely that I have no idea what they can actually do now. I know that they support, that's the obvious part. Oh. More healing for me then. There's our boss, Olus Malasina. That scientist that we saw during the cutscene where we saw Kral was being held at the facility. So this guy basically will have us be separated from our bodies and haunted by things that will actually make it difficult for us. That would be after this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's an odd AoE configuration there.
I shall have to share these findings.
That must be the one.
Initiate soul extraction. Ha! Success.
Yep, soul extraction. But wow. At least they're extremely slow.
The soul rebels!
I am okay. Owie. Seems like everybody managed to make it. Good.
This data.
That guy has a really weird voice. Was expecting some sort of creepy or, shall we say, more regal voice, if you will. Ew. Well, that didn't do me much good, did it? Hey you, stay up. Can't help but notice that this guy is using mana burst, yet doesn't actually seem to be using much magic. So only one soul extraction then. Here we go, off to our final boss. We'll have people chucking fireballs at us. Well, I'll say. Edge-tech laser field, huh? Oh, and we don't even get to kill him. Well. These slashers seems a lot harder than the usual. Oh, one of those. Lovely. Nope. Well, White Mage messed up. Alrighty then. Seems our allies have managed to get into the castle proper. Oops, wrong button. Okay, that's the last one before the boss proper. And I don't know this because I've done the dungeon before. I've just read it up online. Because not knowing about the dungeon when you get in, well, that's just weird. It makes things difficult for your fellow party members. Still protected by 2 Colossi. The guy spares no expense, does he? Alrighty then. There's time for our big moment. Oh. Warrior's gonna watch it. Well, that's kind of a waste. What's this? Ring of healing. I need that. There he is by his lonesome. Might as well refresh protect. Okay, let's do this. Like a moth to a flame. But why else would you give him if not for this? Heart of the Swell, stay close.
Kill! Rend!
Heart of the Storm, stay away. Oh, he deals paralysis, does he? Art of the Sword. That's a different one. Ah. Still paralyzed?
Kill!
Rend! Art of the Swell, stay close.
Let this moment last forever.
Close is dangerous. Get back to the center. What was this one? I forget. Stay away, I think. Ah, damn it. I've been had. What, stay close? Oh, that. Art of the Sword. That's in a line. Ul can do nothing about that. Concentrativity. I'll say Bard is getting bodied pretty hard.
This is the end.
Stupid white mage.
Kill.
Show me your will.
What is going on? Oh,
Yes,
I see.
Yes! Just so.
We gotta defeat that, otherwise he's gonna cast Ultima. Ouchie. What is it gonna be this time? These things deal damage down, which means it will make it difficult to actually defeat him. So what's gonna blow up in my face?
The power to transcend.
Starting to run out. Oh, he's just gonna spam that, is he? And that's the end of that. Tank did a bang-up job. No complaints. Oh, a bow for the bard. Good for him. Oh. A mount, is it? Seems like I might win it. I'm at 95. Might be a pet, though. I want it. Yay! Two commies. Not bad for a healer. It is done.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity. I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, after bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular. To feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face. As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance.
He's escaping. Run! What boggles my mind is that the end of expansion cutscene could go anywhere as long as 1 hour. Happened before. Oh my god. I knew it, but damn.
Welcome to the Royal Menagerie. The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire. How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence. Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Alagan hound to drive this icon into my arms. Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A question, then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon?
Kill it. Or bind it.
Ah, as simple as that. But of course, you are the Icon Slayer. Such certainty is to be expected. A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be, had you only mastered your abilities. I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him. But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the Resonant to know so much more. All icons must be exterminated without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt. And so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear! Fear of the icons! Fear of their power! Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic. Man should fight for the joy of it. To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born into this merciless, meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant. If you will accept me.
I deny you.
And yet, in doing so, you prove me right. We are warriors, 'Twas plain from the first how this would end. You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance, when the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! Ala Mhigo and Doma and Garlean be damned!
Oh, that looked like Omega.
Above the gods, you by your gift, I by my might. And before the resonance, the gods shall be made to heal.
Yep, Xenos merged with a friggin' primal.
An ending to mark a new beginning.
The Royal Menagerie now accessible. And there we go. But first, let us return to Doma and have a look at those cutscenes we missed. Solo shall be moving things around to ensure that I remember everything I need to remember. So, Ala Mhigo. Just like that. And no duty completed. That's lame. Well, anyhow. We saw what we needed to see. Now to get to that last trial. We are definitely gonna go over time, but whatever. And off we go. On my 10 minutes wait. Whoa. Well, I did have a few daily quests to do, so I'm gonna do that. Still, I can see that being all that long. So basically how that fight is gonna work is because there will be an ethereal meter throughout the fight against the dragon proper. And while doing that, we'll pretty much have to do a number of things. He can do basically a move elementally expected with all of the various primals we faced back in Her Realm Reborn, which means prior to Heavensward. The water version will actually be similar to Leviathan, where we will have a water spout to spawn at the edge of the arena, where we will need to get close, otherwise be sent to the other side of the arena and die. There's going to be a wind one, which deals knockback, which means we gotta stay to the middle of the arena. There will be a fire one, because the water version and the ice version are gonna be leaving puddles and whatnot on the arena, which means that we gotta stand in them to actually avoid the fire version of his attacks. And there will also be the lightning one, which deals damage, but you can't stand within water or ice puddles, obviously. The earth version will supposedly destroy platforms and whatnot, but we'll see about that. And there will also be ice, which will freeze the entire platform and make it slippery, which means that we can't move. There are also a few things, among others, by having 2 attacks from his various wings, but that's about it, really. There are also a few things that, among others, mark 2 players, and those players are going to need to either stack or split, otherwise see damage. This is similar to what we saw with Sephiroth. There are also a number of specific attacks, but the rest seems mostly fine, really. Okay, large circular AoE, or we'll get smacked for a lot of damage. This is probably one of those where you need to get away from them. Okay, and a chain to break, not unlike a Ramu Extreme. Extreme? Huh. That's weird even for me. Well, anywho. What was it I was after? A wounded scout, apparently. Hell's below, it hurts! A healing salve. That's right, these guys got ambushed, I think? Wait, what is it you're smearing on? Oh, the pain is gone. Thank you, I think. Yes, I can make it back on my own now. These quests are actually based on the Beast Tribe quests, which are somewhat based on the Ananta and the combination of resistance forces. They're holding the Castrum Veludina, which we captured. Castellum Veludina, which we captured a while ago. The whole story is a little strange. Basically, the Ananta commander has a mother who doesn't want her to actually handle this and actually succeed her as leader of the tribe, but she wants to stay there because she has gotten displaced into shape. So they make a deal. When the mother returns, if she isn't impressed, well, she'll take her back to her village. Gasp. Well, that's it then. I'm done for. Nope, you're not. My thanks! You've dragged me back from death's doorstep. I've walked this route a time or two and thought that I knew what to expect. I'll be more careful on my way back to the Castellum. Mikote, looks like. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna cover the various Beast Tribe storyline, namely because they're tough to do, because each pieces get unlocked as the quests get finished, so we might only get the cutscenes. You find the flower Ishana spoke of, and it's in full bloom. At a glance, you can tell the petals are dreadfully delicate. Okay, so that's the route, I think. Okay, they seems hardened. Good. One last one. Seems you couldn't do that without flying. Unless I'm seeing this wrong. There we go. Let's do this. This is gonna be tough. Although I figure, since it's mandatory, it can't be that bad. Even Xenos wasn't anything particularly difficult this time around. Well, sounds we've got 3 people who are new to this. Wonderful. I don't particularly care, really. I'll just have to work more for the others. It seems like the other white mage is new as well. So this is the gauge I talked about, the corrupted ether one. And to see what the guy does, we'll need him as a focus target. I need to find a better place to move that, because I can't usually see what goes on, despite the fact that my eyes are always on this here. Off we go. Can't be so bad. I figure what, he's gonna cast this big ether move, what, 3 to 4 times? Let's do this. Who's gonna be the main tank? This guy looks eager, so it's gonna be him. Tidal wave. This way. Oh no, those guys are gonna get destroyed. How many did we lose? Quite a few. Ankh-Morn got a stack. Damn it. Whoopsie. Okay, that seems mostly fine. Huh? Okay, that was the one. Corrupted ether is almost ready. So what's gonna hit us this time around? Hellfire, stand in the water. Hey, that's Sabrina King. I've seen her before. I've teamed up with her. I think that was on Lakshmi. Ew. Ads. Doesn't matter what we do with them, they just need to die. Okay, you. If I don't get a few commendations from that, well... Poison, eh? Which way? None. Did we wait too long? Huh. Active time maneuver. Well, doesn't matter. I'm not even there. But it's basically the same thing as against Cruise Chaser. Well, we saw the greater part of the fight, so we should be mostly fine. Doesn't really seem like there was anything we could actually do against that big one. I suppose it was just a matter of... Well... Okay, so I see in the chat that this other guy basically wanted us to not do the active maneuver and basically just die. But that's not the spirit. This will be a long fight, though. With this type of mechanics, I can see this being a bit of a roadblock for some people. Well, once more with feelings. Oh, he did win inspected heater, huh? Alright, let's do this. We're down one person. This guy says that we can probably do this with 7, but if everybody's leaving, well, that won't happen. So supposedly attack wings when they become available, huh? Not that I'll get to attack much the way this is going. Seriously, guys? Wipe once and leave. Strangely though, based on how Torden was, this is significantly more difficult, I feel like. One more. That would mean that's 2 red mage. Got a summoner who got in as well as a dragoon, and we are missing a tank. This side. Okay, didn't lose anyone. Well, first tank died instantly. How did he spawn in the middle of the battle, though? That's odd. Well, that went well. All of this fire damage on everybody is worrisome, though. Hey, you get the back up. Must have hit some sort of enrage. Okay, that wasn't an enrage, that's the way it's supposed to work. I see what the strategy is here. Okay, so far so good. made it with 8 people too. Sweet. Oh, I have to click multiple times then. Come on, come on. Ah. Stupid. Doesn't seem like the platform is particularly dangerous. Yay, raise! Ouchie. Oh, a demi-bahamut. Sweet. Imperial bat left. Stay to the center. Ah. Thanks, other heal. I'm diamond dust, so basically don't move. We made it! I didn't do so well, but I did what I could. Might as well commend my co-healer. She didn't do too well at the start, but afterwards she did well. No commies for me, expected as much. So Xenos basically plummeted and then didn't die. Well. You should probably kill him.
Are you all right? Xenos.
Dude can still stand. Ow.
The hunter has indeed become the hunted. And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Is that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Meaningless? Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear, so vivid, so real. So real.
Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
Standard samurai fare, unfortunately. They have a tendency to commit suicide when they've managed to sully their honor.
Where is he?
He's dead. By his own hand.
Then justice has been done.
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well, you know. So let's do it together. For Ala Mhigo!
I walk weird. They all walk weird. Oh, that's nice.
In crimson it began, and in crimson it ended. And then we were free.
There we get to stare at the credits. They do know how to do their cutscenes, which I suppose is something of their trademarks.
What is freedom, really?
Notice that the Endem song is actually the same song as the one from the Garlean one, which seems that maybe I was mistaken this whole time.
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us. Even Xenos was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one. "20 years of imperial rule have left Ala Mhigo torn and bleeding. It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo. I won't. Because I remember the price of freedom. I remember the smoke, and the ashes, and the blood. I remember the screams, and the silence. And I'll do whatever it takes to honor their sacrifice, to build a home for us all. I promise you. This is the end. The end of the imperial province of Ala Mhigo, and the rebirth of Ala Mhigo, the free nation. Long may she endure.
There we are, the full credits. Now, this may be the end, but we are by no means finished. We'll still need to actually do the various quests leading to patch 4.5, which hasn't been released yet. And we'll also have a number of things, among others 2 raids to do, and quite a number of trials and dungeons. So yeah, this should be interesting. Lots of stuff should be unlocked once we do. And after this, we'll have a look at the cutscenes we missed from Shinryu, which should be interesting. So with that done, how about we let the song and things stroll down, shall we?
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made. All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether. Still, better safe than sorry. There. There ends your hateful legacy.
It's over. My condolences for your loss. A father should not outlive his son. What nonsense. You do not mourn his loss. You surprise me, your radiance. He was your son and heir, and an irreplaceable test subject. I know what he was. Monsters are not made for thrones. Nor are the stars made to sustain false gods who sup on their very essence. Icons summoned by desperate savages who hearken to the whispers of shadowless charlatans. Should you raise a hand against my black-robed brethren, I will not stop you. Our desires are one and the same. Preservation, restoration. Compression, resurrection, all is in service to your one true God. And when the sundered shards are made whole, will there be a place for us mere mortals? Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will, your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Until then, mayhap you will find this reassuring. How dare you? So, we've dealt with the half-hour long credits, and well, now we are back to the main thing, so we can finish up Stormblood, and then be on our way to watch those cutscenes, eh? We saw a few things that will probably become relevant in the quests to come. That's the nice thing about post-expansion quests. It allows them to do quite a lot of stuff that we usually don't see. We did it! We liberated Ala Mhigo. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it all. Relief, I suppose. Pride. And hope, too. We did it, Father. Ida, Pepalimo, Conrad, Mefrid, Minfilia. We really did it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand there here listening to me mumble. Everyone else will want to talk to you. You beat him, after all. You're a hero, the real hero of this story, so run along and take your plaudits. If you say so. Yugiri. For you to best Xenos, even after he had harnessed the power of Primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not bitter to have had your vengeance stolen from you by another. There is some small regret, perhaps, but that is outweighed by the satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, Hard. As should we all. Xenos was a monster and a tyrant, the man who killed my father and countless others of my countrymen. The world is a better place without him in it. I should also praise Master Alphino for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure of being reunited with Hakuro and his Lupin brothers. 'Twas a timely intervention, aye. Full glad am I not to have been burdened with the guilt of killing my Lord Hion's most trusted allies. Ha, indeed, my friend, indeed. When I awoke this morning, I thought Lord Hion dead, and then he lived. And now here he is. It has been a wonderful day. Feels like only yesterday that we were celebrating the liberation of Doma, and now look where we are. 1,000 miles apart our nations may be, but in spirit we are one and the same. Lord Hion must needs return to Doma with all due haste, but I have yet to decide if I will accompany him. I should like to visit my people in Revenant's Toll for one. Didn't you do that a while earlier? Anywho. Got Whisker here. We did it! We bloody well did it! I have to send word to Alaganha. No, I have to go and tell them myself. Nago. Can you believe it? We won! We beat the bastards! Ala Mhigo! Ala Mhigo! Sorry, got a bit carried away there, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know? We owe it to the friends we bear to shout and scream and cheer with all our hearts. I want them to know it wasn't for nothing, and it's finally over, and they can rest in peace. You hear that, lads? We'll be alright. We'll be. Oh bugger, not again. I'm so bleeding happy I could cry. Sorry, Sniffle. Must be something in my eyes, Sniffle. Or both eyes. 7 hells. There's Tancred. Minophilia. No, Asila. Warburton. It will never be enough. I know, but I hope this makes up for it. If only a little. I hope this brings you both joy. You deserve it, and so much more. I don't know what those other 2 names are. After all we've been through, I should really know better than to worry. As ever, the relief I felt upon finding you hale and whole in the royal menagerie, while nigh reduced me to tears. The warrior of light victorious again. I should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title and the responsibilities which accompany it. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the warrior of light goes, so goes the world. You should take pride in the good you have done, and in the good you have inspired others to do. You are a natural-born leader of men, Hard. All these people weren't just following their commanders, they were following you. And you led them to victory, to freedom. Alas, not everyone could see the journey through to its end, but history shall remember them, and the glorious future they made possible. Elise will surely regret that she was unable to join us for this battle. I, meanwhile, will not. Yeah, same thing. We've got our involved in the buddies here. Ah, bah, Oli. I wish you were here to see it. I know it's different for him and the other Ala Mhigans. For us, it's a great victory, but for them, it's a homecoming. I did not know how or when, but I knew in my heart that I would return here one day. Here's to the ones that didn't. Our convalescing comrades have been informed of our victories, though mayest be assured that there was much rejoicing. Our bloody campaign is ended, and we may begin to return home. That said, our work is far from finished. We've yet countless wounded to tend to, not to mention prisoners of war. 7 hells, is it true? Did you truly best Xenos and that bastard Primal? Just you and 7 stalwart adventurers whom you had the wisdom and foresight to recruit? No wonder they call you a bleeding hero. I've trained with countless weapons, but none compare to Tizona. That father saw fit to honor me in this way fills my heart with pride. The hero of the hour. I suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. Which we'll actually get, unfortunately. With their commander fallen, the remainder of the 12th chose to surrender to our forces. After 20 long years, it's official, the occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there is no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father, momentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before us is no less uncertain than the one we have walked. Aye aye. Yet, if we can overcome 2 decades of oppression, I've no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Lieutenant, for helping make this dream a reality. Now comes our part to think on the future, for the Ala Mhigo refugees in Alda to decide whether or not they want to return and help rebuild. And back to Lise. Didn't get to see the Orsian leadership, but perhaps we do here. At least part of it. We did see Raban. Doma was only the beginning. With our victory here, we send a message to all the provinces. They can be beaten. You can be free. Praise be the 12 for your victory. Though many brave souls give their lives this day, we take comfort in the knowledge it was not in vain. There's the Storm Marshal. Maybe I got a bit carried away, but by the Navigator, that was bloody brilliant. Well done, Harn. I'll spare you more flowery words. Doubtless you've had your fill of them. Aw. Well, at least one of my Rogan and sister cares. Whoopsie. Finished your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me, back to Alger's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call all the Scions together. I'll explain later. Oh well, that's nice of them. I don't even know where to begin.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment. Good. You're all here. Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm seeing it coming from miles away.
Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're Scions. Now, I'm obviously a Scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Ala Mhigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Ala Mhigo, I can't be a Scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so? There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola? Oh, gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Of course. Oh well, one less dead Rogaden.
Come back here, you slippery little devil. Ah, to think fishing could be so difficult. What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Yeah, she's alive too. That won't go well. You're pretty much in the middle of nowhere, though. By the looks of it, you're not getting anywhere. Oh, that. That hole is actually visible in game. You can actually get there. Doesn't lead anywhere, though I tried. Still haven't found Omega. This is indeed the work of either Shinryu or Omega. And since there is undeniably something down there, radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's lapdragon, yes, I think we have our suspect. Well, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls to us to clean it up. It won't be easy, but is it ever? Haven't seen her in a while. She's Jessie, she's in charge of the Garlean Ironworks. And now comes the part where you say you've got no choice but to divert company resources and employees to this pet project of yours. Lost profits and belligerent clients be damned. Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there is an unquantifiable benefit in giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Oh, is that before or after you blow it up or seal it away? Fine, fine. But the moment I judge this little venture an unsustainable risk to the ironworks, I'm ending it. Savvy? And to keep you honest, using my authority as deputy president, I've gone ahead and brought in a consultant, a master engineer and mechanical genius. Oh no. You didn't. Come now, you mustn't build their expectations too high. It will be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no, absolutely not. This is not happening. Oh, even the swag glasses. Nero Tulskeva, eager to begin his first day as a loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. This will not go well, but well, it's a raid we'll have to go through. So failed the hunter, but what of the hound? So rose the children, and something else. We've gotten it and got our title. We also got an increase in mount speed. And we'll be able to continue the main quest here next time. So it's back to Kugane to see those cutscenes that I've been promising, because we couldn't watch them until Stormblood was done. Being the quest, not the expansion. So, Bokeiro in. So, let's see. No, that's not dungeons, that's... Let's raise instance battle. That would be the one I'm looking for. There we go. That trial definitely didn't go well. Oh well. And we are done! So I am about 3 hours in, so I'm afraid that's gonna be it for the time being. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like what you're seeing, maybe follow the stream. Maybe leave a comment if you're on YouTube. And that was the Great Pumpkin. You'll have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!